Welcome along, everybody, to my watch along for practice one for the 2025 Formula One Miami Grand Prix, the only practice session of the weekend. How are you all doing? Sorry for a little bit of a delay. I was too busy playing F1 Manager and we didn't even get the race done. But we're here live now for practice one. If it's your first time tuning in to a watch along, welcome in. This is how it works. You got my face here, you got the live timings here, you got the session timer down the bottom left that you can sync on up with, and you got the lovely Twitch chat that you can type in. We do this for every single Grand Prix weekend, for every single session. So join me. Later on today for sprint qualifying, the rest of the weekend for every other session, and every other Grand Prix weekend this year. I'm just quickly logging in to my F1 TV account because I wasn't logged in already, and then I can get the broadcast up, get the timer up, and ready to get on into it. Again, apologies for the delay. I was too busy fucking around. I hate doing that. I hate rushing, but we're here. We're here now. Okay. Broadcast should work, please. Okay, F1 TV is not loading. This is not a good start. Oh, everything's going wrong today. Why is F1 TV not loading? Oh. Hello? F1 TV? There we go. Broadcast is now up. Let me go live. One moment. What's up, FH Games? How's it going? Welcome to the YouTube chat. Sorry, guys. Bear with me. Getting things set up for today. Oh my god, I turned my aircon off so we didn't have the buzzing noise while I'm not got any noise in the background. Instantly, my room feels like 30 degrees. Holy fuck. Right. Oh my god, I thought it was a spider. It's just some dust crawling along the ground in my room. Not right now, thank you though. All right, we're good. Let me get the timer up for you guys. Oh my god. Okay, this was not a session I wanted to be late to because there is so much to talk about. All right, timer is now up. Sync on up. We are good. All right, what is happening? What is happening now on track? Have I missed anything? Wait, what? They've left tools in Lando's cockpit? How does that even happen, man? How does that even happen? All right. Oh my lord, Rubus, as always, coming in with the 5-bomb W's in chat. Thank you. Appreciate the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support on the stream as always. The Grand Prix 5 gift sub bomb. You can complain about his seat height. But Rubus, thank you so much for the 5 gifted and coming in with the 7-month resub. Thank you. Really do appreciate your support on the stream as always.
Chat.
Means a lot, honestly. If you got a gifted sub from Rubus, be sure to drop a W in chat. Oh my god, yeah, they really did leave parts inside Lando's car. That's so weird. Dude, Lando's helmet, elite. What do we think of the disco helmet? We're gonna have a look through all the helmets after practice today and like talk more about them, but I really love the disco ball helmet. Oh my god, you can really see. Oh my god. Surely, what did they take out? Multiple spanners. How does that happen? How do you leave stuff inside? Bro. That is actually bad. Surely McLaren will get fined for that because of how dangerous that is. Sup Vicky, sup Prime Gamer. How's it going, guys? Also that pink Visa racing ball. Oh yeah, I need to see it out on track. Where is that? Show me it out on track. So much has happened. We need to cover it all. First off, Rubus, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub as well. Savage Cooper, thank you guys for the follows on the stream. Sup Zebby. Sup Sam Bates. Man, we're gonna get a lot of radios right now. Start of the session, always a lot of issues when they first come out on track. Sup, Lolly, how's it going? GP went from engineering a boy who didn't have a driving license to engineering a dad. Life goes for far. That's crazy to think about, Rishi. That's crazy to think about. Bro, Max gave birth yesterday. He still does FP1. I know my goat. Do we know if it was yesterday or the day before? Or earlier on the week? Because they only just put the post out today. But was it yesterday? Do we know the exact date yet? Sup, Sharon, how's it going? I don't like how the number looks on top of Lando's helmet. Looks like missing spot. You know, I agree. It does look a bit weird. A torch? Damn, yeah. What was a torch and a fucking spanner inside? That's crazy. All right, anyways, let's talk about everything that's happened so far this weekend for the people who don't know. So we've got 3 special liveries. We've got Sauber, Stake, rocking a special livery. It's basically just their base livery, but it's slime. What do you guys think? We've then got Ferrari rocking their special livery, which is essentially just adding some blue onto it for Miami. Dead. They have the excuse to put more blue on the car for a Miami Grand Prix and still make HP happy, and they just half-ass it. Absolutely dead. Stupid. Oh, I forgot to talk about Sauber's livery. I like it, but like, again, it's just their normal livery but slime, so it's a bit boring. But at least it's something. And then V-Carb. V-Carb. Full pink livery for the summer edition Red Bull flavor. Russell really complained about the car. I mean, it's only practice 1. He's probably just not dialed in just yet, but... and then we've got V-Carb. Visa Cash App, Racing Bulls. Beautiful pink for the summer edition Red Bull flavor. It is so sexy. Although, it's not metallic in real life like it shows in the renders. I really wish it was metallic, but still beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Sup, Racer Rubia. Welcome to the stream. We've also got new helmets. We've got helmets on Lando Norris, Russell, Stewart, Albon, Antonelli, Hamilton, Liam, Ocon, and Norris. So many nice helmets. Albon's looks like an orange. Lando has a disco ball. Liam's suits the new pink car. We've got to talk about Mercedes, by the way. They're not rocking a special livery, but they're rocking special race suits, special helmets, special merch. Dorian Pan, the F1 Academy driver, is rocking a special livery, but they didn't rock a special livery on the Mercedes. I don't know why. Maybe it wasn't in the budget. Maybe they didn't want to mix it up. Maybe they couldn't for the weight, but they've gone special for everything else other than the liveries. So, yeah, not sure why they've done that, but I was hoping for a special livery. But yeah, we've also had 2 big news come out. First one was Mexico City has been announced that it will be staying on the calendar until 2028. So it's probably likely that Checo will probably stay in the sport, and that's why that got re-signed. Maybe they're just waiting to see if Checo would stay. And the other thing is Miami has just been extended till 2041. Literally just announced. So 15 more years of the Miami Grand Prix. And Max Verstappen became a dad. Yesterday, it seems, he had his child. Obviously, he missed media day yesterday. And yeah, he's made it to the track now as a dad of his new daughter, Lily PK Verstappen, which is lovely, man. Big congrats to Max for becoming a dad. It's crazy. The young 17-year-old, was 17-year-old coming into the sport, and now here he is. Much older and a dad. Obviously was like somewhat of a dad to Penelope, but now he's officially got his own child. The second dad on the grid alongside Nico Hulkenberg. But yeah, let's talk about all the news. V-Carb livery first off. So sexy. Ooh, look at the Sauber on board. I actually kind of like that with the slime. Oh, someone kind of blocking the... Turn 1 Apex there. Lily's a cute name, not gonna lie. What's up, Philly Dutt? Welcome to the stream. Yellow Lily. Lily PK Verstappen sounds nice. Also, I've just realized Kelly, Penelope, and Lily all end in a E. Maybe they're trying to keep the trend going. I can't even see your mustache. It looks like a stick-on prop. Thanks, Always got kind words in chat, Pucci. Poochie, I'm not gonna lie, man. Sometimes the comments in your chat in chat, if you weren't like a trusted viewer for 5 years, you'd get timed out / banned. I ain't gonna lie to you.
In the background whilst working and facing a midlife crisis in hearing 15 more years of Miami. Skull emoji.
Adam, thank you for the 41-month resub, dude. I appreciate it. Listen, background was working and facing a midlife crisis and hearing 50 more years. I know, right, man? Tough. Can't believe 15 more years. We'll talk about that in a second. But Adam, thank you so much, dude. I really do appreciate the 41-month resub. Appreciate you supporting the stream as always, man. Also, SGR, did I thank you or did I miss you? I know you subbed during the chaos of F1 Manager. Did I manage to find time to thank you? Because if not, SGR, thank you for the 27-month resub at tier 1, man. Really do appreciate your support as always as well. I did? Okay. You spammed the ZZZZs and then I ignored it because I was waiting for the TTS to end because you're a fucking TTS spam. And then I was like, wait, did I thank her or not? Did I forget? But yeah. Oh yeah, we got to do predictions for practice. We'll run predictions just for a short amount of time. Oh, but the F1 Manager predictions aren't done yet. No, we'll leave it because we've still got the F1 Manager ones running, and I got to finish the F1 Manager race after. So we'll wait. Newsom, Philly Dutt, Elusive, and Asley. Thank you guys for the follows. We're on the stream. All right, so there's the Merc outfit. What do you want to call it? Merch. It's weird. I don't understand why they've done all this pink branding and stuff, but then not rocked tire water. What? What does tire water mean? What does that mean? What does tire water mean? Oh, is that a meme because they put people are claiming that they put water in the tires? That is class. That is class from McLaren, actually. I didn't get the reference at first, but that makes sense. People have been accusing them of putting water in their tires, and that's why they're good. That is fucking hilarious. That is great banter. That is top-level trolling. Although, I feel like McLaren always are so forced, man. Like with their jokes. Remember when Red Bull rocked up with their green Red Bull cans? That was fucking hilarious.
Hey Ponden, I asked ChatGPT to write a joke about Liam and this is what it said. Why did Liam Lawson bring a ladder to the race? Because he's always trying to climb the ranks, but never quite reaches the top. I don't get it either.
You don't get it? No. Obviously, people think he's shit, and they're saying he's bringing a ladder to try and climb the ranks. That is a banger from ChatGPT, to be fair. That guy Walter, thank you so much for the 9-month resub, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you as well. Appreciate all the new subs today, guys. Holy fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 5. Damn, 12 subs today. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support, guys. As always. All right, what's somebody doing here? Big lockup. Still makes it around the corner, though. Do you have to vote today? Is it the election in Australia? No, I chose to pull out my vote because I don't live there anymore. I don't care, to be honest. Yeah, I think politics in Australia is an absolute fucking joke. Ferrari is horrid. Someone's gonna bin it in the last corner today. My bet is doing. Oh, as you say that, he just locks up on the last corner. I'm calling it Miami GP 2039 will be a banger. That Merc special delivery would have gone hard on the F1 card too. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do it. I do wonder if it was a weight issue or like the sponsors didn't accept anything and then like didn't approve it in time, so they just rocked the normal livery. I don't know, but they did everything else special. Alex, thank you so much for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. What were you doing today on stream? Were you building the rig again? Either way, welcome in everyone from Alex's stream. Hope you guys had a good time. We're currently watching practice 1 for the Miami Grand Prix. Yeah, we're just chilling, chatting about everything that's going on, being happening in the F1 world. So feel free to join us. Find the broadcast wherever you normally watch F1 and sync on up. Timer on screen. Aaron again this weekend. I was locally expecting Colapinto. Oh, you mean at the track? True. It's interesting that Colapinto's not gone on the track with the team, considering it's American Grand Prix and obviously South American. But yeah, I guess maybe it's 1 on, 1 off, or 2 on, 2 off, or something like that. He did a 2-stop championship. Oh, okay, what, like open lobbies? How's it going, Ben? Well on the stream, dude. He needs one of those extension ladders. Okay, calm down. Is there any hope Miami layout gets changed at least, like Abu Dhabi? Potentially. I would really love if they made the layout run through the stadium. And then you can have more people inside the stadium, and you can make the stadium a bit more a part of the Grand Prix. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're kind of happy with the way the Grand Prix has been the last couple of years, I think. Oh, I don't know, but they keep saying like no change is going to be made to Miami, so we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out, to be honest. Why would change suits, merch, and all that, but not the car? Yeah, it's so weird. I genuinely, if I had to take a guess, it is because they weren't able to get approval or something, or not good enough weight for the livery, because they even have the special livery on Dorian Pan's car. It's just Merc don't have it. It's so weird. Oh, Ocon Evans struggles there through the chicane section. As long as they don't come up with a stadium section like Mexico. Well, it's funny because no, it'd be quick through the stadium. That would be really cool. But then again, what's your guys' thoughts? Having a stadium section, should it be fast? So should it be a fast section, or should it be a slow section so people can see the cars for longer? Because I mean, I think at the end of the day, it should be like a nice braking corner. Like, look at the stadium section of Abu Dhabi at the end of Sector 1 where Max went for that move. You know how the stadium wraps around the hairpin? That's so fucking cool. Whereas the stadium section of Mexico is so boring, man. Just so boring. But then again, if cars just like flew past, it would just be like kind of weird as well. By the way, they haven't even shown the V carb yet, or maybe I missed it because I was late to the watch along. But bro, that Ferrari, man, it actually looks worse. It actually looks worse than the blue. It looks unfinished. It actually looks terrible. It's so jarring. I do not like that at all. The Sauber's actually better because they kept their normal livery, but just made it look slightly better or funnier. Where do you live now? I live in London now, Nathan. What abomination. The fry is awful, really yuck. Yeah, the meaning behind it is gross. By meaning, I mean like you show up to Miami, you tease it, you do special merch, and then you just add a little bit of blue. It's so dumb. But then it actually looks bad as well. So it's just dumb, man. It's just dumb. Ponden, it is a hideous track on location. It's a parking lot, not even on water. It's awful. Mango is coming down this weekend, so he may make an appearance like last year. Mango? Like, look how cool Russell's helmet is and like the suits. People are giving shit to the merch and the suits, but I actually really like Merc stuff this weekend. Oh, Trump's coming down? Oh, let's see what team he gets allocated. So if you don't know, when a big team, when a big celebrity goes to an F1 Grand Prix by Formula One, whether they're paid by Formula One or whatever, they are allocated a team's garage to go in. So obviously last year they were in the McLaren garage, and McLaren got a lot of shit for having Trump in the garage, but they don't have a choice. It's F1's choice, and they chuck you in a random, garage. Obviously there was also criticism that like Zach was with him and shook his hand and took photos and all that shit. But anyways, it's going to be interesting to see what garage he gets allocated. I always think the big celebrities get allocated the big teams. So it'll probably be a Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, and McLaren. Wouldn't be surprised if it's Red Bull. At first, I saw a front view of the Ferrari and thought they just did front and rear wings, and then saw engine cover, and it somehow became worse. Yeah. When I saw the leak of just the front wing, I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Ferrari, are you kidding me? I have a friend who used to work for Merc, and they generally are superstitious about special liveries being bad luck. Probably not the reason, but it makes me chuckle thinking about it. Yeah, they've also had bad luck whenever they've rocked a special livery, so I guess it makes sense. Worry about Trump getting his hand shooken or being invited is childish, in my opinion. Yeah, look, I don't want to get political. The only thing I'll say about it is, like, at the end of the day, Trump is the president of America, or was a leading candidate of America, and he was asked to go, he was invited to go by Formula One because he's a big figure. Whether you dislike him, you know, at the end of the day, he is a candidate, and it's great to have politicians at Formula One, and to see what the sport's like, and blah blah blah, and hopefully invest money, and help the sport grow and stuff like that. So yeah, it is sad when people are like, fuck McLaren, and it's just like, it's not McLaren. Formula One invited them. You know what I mean? And what are you gonna do? Just completely ignore the president? Like, yeah. There's nothing to get political about. It's just the president. It doesn't matter if you like him or not. He's the most important guy there. Yeah, exactly. Would I prefer a fan being in the garage? Yeah. Would I prefer someone who actually cares about F1 being in the garage? Yeah, but I think it's for the people who do like Trump, it's a big thing to have the president who a lot of people like being at Formula One, because then people go, oh, the president's at Formula One. Okay, that is sexy. I am sad it's not metallic. I was really hoping it would be metallic, like in the videos that they put out. But that is a fucking special livery. Look how good that is. Harry, the poll's about F1 Manager. We didn't manage to finish that F1 Manager race, so that's what that's about. Oh my god, it's so good. The Red Bull logo doesn't stand out as much on the side of the car because it kind of like reflects. Better version of the Racing Point. Yeah, that's how you make a pink, man. That's how you make a pink livery. Such a better pink. V-Carb was coming with the design. Yeah, they're, 5 for 5. Their V-Carb base livery last year, really nice. Their Miami livery, absolute banger. Their Vegas livery, I mean, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was just like not really that much of an upgrade. Their Singapore livery was really, really, really cool. To promote the new Hugo jeans line. The V-Carb base livery this year, banger. And then I think my favorite is the special livery. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I think this V-Carb special livery goes into my top 5 liveries ever in Formula One. I think if I had to make a top 5, Red Bull 2018, V-Carb special 2025 livery, Vodafone McLaren 2008, Alpine 2021 base livery, and then I'd maybe say the Renault 2005. Off the top of my head, that's my top 5 liveries of all time. You've done your homework, Ponden. I couldn't remember all those. Yeah, we took a look on stream the other day. Yeah, Renault's nice. I think it was just a little bit too plain from the side, but I do like the yellow. Jordan 1991 is forever the GOAT. Looks like Sainz is connected with the car now. Last race wasn't a one-off. Yeah, I mean, it's only practice right now. We'll see, but yeah, I think it was going to take him a little bit of time to get up to speed, to be fair. Man, it feels like it's been a month break off. Yeah, honestly, dude. Honestly, there's been so much happening as well. I'm really sad that I started the stream later today and we didn't get to finish F1 Manager in time and talk about everything before we got into the session, but we will after. In between practice 1 and sprint qualifying today, we've got F1 Manager to finish off. We've got Discord to look at. We've got all the news and stuff to look through. We've got some videos to watch. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about, guys. So stick around. If you're over on YouTube or TikTok right now, feel free to come over to the Twitch stream. The Ferrari Lego car looks better. Yeah, if you guys didn't see, they've made every single F1 car into Lego, like actual size, at this Grand Prix. It's fucking crazy. They've done a really good job with it. V-Carb 10 out of 10, Ferrari 1 out of 10. 2041 is far too long. They def paid a lot of money. Oh, 100%. But it's funny, because when Australia got it, was a 12-year deal, no one complained. And then as soon as Miami gets a big deal, everyone's complaining. It just goes to show how much people dislike the Miami Grand Prix. To me, the Alpine is the best livery of all time. The Renault might be second to the people that team can produce some bangers. Yeah, that 2021 Alpine was so sexy, man. It's always the metallic, man. GTA 6 to lady, yeah, I'm off on it. Yeah, I can't believe. I'm not surprised, to be honest, but another year, man, another year. What team are you controlling F1 Manager? We're controlling Red Bull. Red Bull, but everyone's got equal budget and equal cars. Hoping politicians invest in Formula 1 cries on lack of central funding for F1 at Silverstone. Yeah, true. How does Lewis feel now that the Mercedes seems to get better all the time? I definitely think it probably weighs on Lewis's mind a little bit. Like, did he make the right decision? But I think at the end of the day, like, he didn't move teams because of the car. I think he moved teams because he wanted to achieve his dream of being at Ferrari. And I think he realized, like, if he stays at Merc, even if the car's good, he's just not comfortable in that Merc. So he made the leap to Ferrari, and it's not really clicking. But at least he's at the team that he wants to be at. You know, the dream, the team that he dreamed of being at. And you just got to hope that he can click with the new Rega cars next year. The thing is, Miami has the ability to change a circuit and make it a really good track since it's just a parking lot, and hopefully they do change it that. Yeah. We're talking about practice, man. The times don't really matter. Like, we're talking about practice. Oh, 100%. Having a F1 practice at noon is so odd. I don't know why. Noon? Wait. Oh, yeah, noon, afternoon. Yeah, what the fuck? Wait, why do I feel like noon is like midday? What is the most underrated livery of all time? Ooh, underrated livery. I think a lot of people would say the Toro Rosso. I think a lot of people would say Toro Rosso is underrated. What the fuck is happening in my hair? What do I think is underrated? I mean, I'm always defending the Red Bull livery, right? Everyone always criticizes, Red Bull never changed their livery, blah, blah. And it's just like, it doesn't make it a bad livery. It's just you're used to it. It's not as good. Can't believe the Miami GP's contract will run out before GTA 6 releases. Yo, the Sauber onboard actually looks really good. I take back all my criticism for the Sauber after seeing it onboard. Yeah, that's the thing. Sauber's livery, when it came out, I was like, what a joke. Like, that's not a special livery. It's just your base livery with a little bit of, like, slime pattern. But at the end of the day, that's way better than doing what Ferrari did, where you adapt your livery and make it worse, and it looks like it looks jarring. You know what I mean? Like, I like small adaptations. I just feel like, for me, what annoyed me about Sauber was, again, they hype it up just for it to be like a normal little thing. If they had to just drop that, it would have been fine. But they hyped it up, and even in their teaser, they put turquoise and they put pink and they put all these fucking colors as if they were doing like a special livery, and then it wasn't even a special livery. So it's just like, what the fuck? I'm just gonna quickly go put my Red Bull in the freezer. I'll be back in a sec. Alright guys, I apologize if you hear a hum in the background from my aircon. I would normally turn it off during watch-alongs, but it is that time of the day where it's like peak heat in my room because the sun's beaming in and blah blah blah. So you just gotta deal with it if you can hear it. Hope they don't use that camera they just used at the hairpin. I mean, I think Mr. V made a great Miami redesign besides Sector 3 isn't very possible. Might have to watch that. How's it made already, honestly, bro? Like, what the fuck? We've got a lot to look forward to for the rest of the year in Formula 1 world. We've got the release of the F1 game next month. We've got, you know, the better Grand Prix in the mid portion of the season. Championship fight hopefully will pick up. No more GTA 6 to look forward to, though, which sucks, but... Can't continue that background noise. Grrr. Yeah, I know the thing is like 99.99% of people don't care about like these little things that I mentioned, whether it be like eating on stream or like, you know, the fan in the background, but it's more just like the perception of people tuning the stream is like, why is he eating? Or they're tuning the stream is like, what's this noise? His mic sucks, you know what I mean? Even though it's not going to really stop people from watching. All blue and white would have looked hot. Oh, man. 100%. Hopefully the new F1 game that'll be better. I mean, the gameplay trailer they put out looked like it was an improvement. Graphics look better. Handling seems better, but I haven't driven the handling, so I don't fucking know. A few little nice additions. It's more just like the typical, like, okay, you're making people pay another $80 for a game that has, like, not that much additions, but I'm looking forward to it. You know, we plan to stream again. I didn't really play F1 25 last year, 24 last year, so keen to get back into the F1 games and stuff again. F1 game has a big opportunity to become the best F1 game. Yeah, I mean, in terms of like that's the thing, right? I don't think they're gonna be doing much like additions and stuff like that. So they just, as long as the handling model's good, we're chilling. You weren't invited, like, in Frederick and only Vic to play test it? No. So there was only a few people went to that. Who was in Frederick, Vic, Meraki, Tim at Marduk, Arava. Missing anyone? Maxime. I think from like the F1 game world. I probably missed a couple. GB. Yeah, I didn't get invited, but like, why would I? I don't play the game. And it's, I mean, obviously it's like a promotional thing to like get content and blah, blah, blah. But like, you know, I don't play the game. I didn't play the game last year. So my advice on the game and the handling just wouldn't be, wouldn't make sense. So I'm not too bummed out I didn't get to go to that. As much as I would have loved to have gone, but like, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, well, it wouldn't make sense. Like, what advice would I be able to help with the game to give to handling or whatever? The people who went obviously deserve it more because they've been like playing the game for the last couple of years on stream. I have 600 hours on F1 24, but the game is still god awful. 600 hours, goddamn. I'm new to F1 games. Is it worth buying? Because a lot of the money and then buying it every year. What you can do is you can buy the the EA Play subscription. That way you get every EA game. So FC, Battlefield, the F1 game, stuff like that on release. And then that way you're only paying $100 a year rather than $100 just for one game. That is if you like to play multiple games. But yeah, if you just play F1, then yeah, it's probably better to just buy F1. But yeah. In terms of it being worth it, bro, why does my stomach feel so fucked? In terms of it being worth it, I mean, the F1 game is fun every year. It just depends what you do on it. Like, if you league race and like do career mode and stuff like that, it's definitely worth it. Oh. God, the onboard of the V-Cub looks nice as well. God, it's just so sexy, man. It's so sexy. Again, wish it was all metallic, but we'll take it. Poo time. That was not even poo. By the way, how do you think Lando achieved his helmet like that? Did they actually like stick disco ball stuff on? Because like, how did that pass safety stuff? Or like weight stuff? Or like aerodynamic stuff? Because there's like gaps in between the grout. Or does it really not make that much of a difference? But he's gonna fucking blind everyone, man. What's up, Google? How's it going, dude? I need to remember this is a sprint weekend. Yes, so we've got sprint qualifying later on today, guys. So be sure to tune in for that. What if Lando loses time? And he thinks that he put... Wait. What if Lando loses time with the things he put on his helmet? Yeah, what if... Probably gonna be scrolling Discord for years. The amount of things he missed since last time. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. We've got a lot of time to kill in between sessions, so we'll be right. It's just so hot in my room, man. It's pissing me off. Why is there so much blocking happening in Miami right now? Wait, was that really that bad? I was like half looking at it. I thought you just got out of the way late. I was, that wasn't too bad because it was a cool breeze, but now I'm at home, I'm dying. Yeah, heat just gets trapped inside. Oh, does Laura Mueller Mew? She's got a crazy jawline. Vettel Singapore LED helmet got banned too. LED helmet? Wait, what? He had lights inside his helmet? That's fucking sick, if so. Do you know what the most overrated helmet of all time is? Most overrated helmet of all time is Lewis Hamilton's Japan helmet from a couple years ago. Most overrated helmet is Marco. Yep. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely loved Lewis's Japan helmet, the one that looks like a fucking robot. I love it. But at the end of the day, it's just a chrome helmet. People hype it up because it has that yellow LED bar inside. Yeah, of course it's got a fucking yellow LED bar inside because he put it inside. He's not going to be able to wear it with the LED inside. If someone puts fucking LED lights on their helmet for a photo shoot and then takes it off, it doesn't mean the helmet is good because it had LED lights on it at one point. The helmet should be rated based off of what it looks like when you're wearing it. So people are like, oh, it's such a good helmet. And even I saw a tweet from a Mercedes fan, from a Lewis fan being like, every artwork has its copy. And it was Lewis's helmet and then Lando's fucking disco ball helmet. And it's like, are we serious? First off, Lando's is better because it's a fucking disco ball. But it's not a copy at all. The other helmet Lewis had in his first years was ugly as fuck. The first years, really? I thought, if it's the ones I'm thinking of, I quite like them. I think Lewis's helmet this year is the weakest he's ever had. And this helmet that he's brought this Grand Prix, where it's just got a few blue additions, so dumb. So dead, I should say. I get how iconic the full yellow helmet is, but I think it's such a dead design. It's my least favorite Lewis Hamilton designed helmet. I think it's a completely chrome helmet with the grooves are painted to make the illusion. Oh, that's sick if so. All the closed career helmets are overrated, to be honest. You reckon? I think the closed helmet's a little bit overrated this year, but again, I haven't seen like too much praise, so it's nothing too crazy. Bro, this watch is killing my wrist right now. No lie, Hamilton is just there. Yeah, the moment. Well, he's still obviously still a big name in the sport, and there's a lot of stuff happening off track with him. But in terms of on track performance, yeah. I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of people are forgetting his sprint pole and sprint win, saying like he's done nothing this year, when in reality he had that awesome weekend in Japan, in China. Hope for Tsunoda. Yeah, I hope for Tsunoda as well this weekend. I feel like he's shown good progress, or he's shown no, not good progress. He's shown when he can string it together, he's actually good in that Red Bull. But he just needs to consistently string it together. Oscar's helmet's hideous. Yeah, I hate it. He's made I think he's made this worst helmet 2 years in a row. That's hard to do. Like, look at Mercedes' merch. It's so good. Why about a delivery, man? Ocon's engineer just told him a little late and he was about to go on a lap, so that's why the mix-up happened. I see. Yeah, what else is there to talk about? V-Cub's livery, fucking sexy. We've roasted Ferrari's livery for being bad. Sauber's livery. Not sure what happened to Mercedes' livery. The helmets were spoken about. Miami 2041, let's talk about that a little bit more. Yeah, I said it before, but like, when Miami came onto the calendar, I was like, okay, this is going to be the Monaco of America. It's going to be like heaps of stars, good vibes, sun, expensive, cool. Then the Grand Prix happened, and it felt very fake. It felt very plastic. The track and the racing sucked. And then Vegas got announced, and it was like, okay, so Vegas is now the Monaco of America. It's now the more expensive Grand Prix. It ended up being the better Grand Prix. More stars and celebrities go to Vegas. the only difference is the only benefit Miami has is it's sunny, right? Don't get me wrong, Miami's great. Miami's a great city, but in terms of a Formula One calendar, like in terms of Formula One calendar, it's like I would rather have Coda as the really nice, good track, and then you have Vegas as the kind of the Monaco of America. Excuse me. And then maybe have Miami rotational with another track like Chicago or like maybe a standard track or something, because they obviously want to grow the American audience. But I don't know. I feel like Vegas and Coda have that pull, but Miami just, I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's different. I don't live in America, but I feel like Miami now in its third year doesn't have that pull, and I'm surprised they've just signed a 15-year deal knowing that. But yeah, obviously I see a lot of comments all the time being like, why is Miami on the calendar instead of Spa or instead of Zandvoort? And it's like, at the end of the day, they're all shit tracks. Like to be fair, Spa's a great track. It's got history, so I want Spa to stay on the calendar. But like, it's not produced a good Grand Prix in 10 plus years. Zandvoort also, like, it's great for Max Verstappen vibes, but it's a shit track. Miami's a shit track for modern day Formula One, so it doesn't really matter. I guess my argument would be, at least Miami has that off-track promotion and all the marketing and all that stuff, which makes it good. Whereas Zandvoort, it's kind of just like show up, race, go home. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think there's a lot of tracks out there we could have had instead of Miami. Sepanga's goated. Yeah, it would have been great to go back to Sepang. After this weekend, he has 2 weeks for his daughter. Yeah, exactly, Hanny. That would be great. And then you'll have some European Grand Prix, so you can come home quicker, and Monaco as well, so you'll be at home for that weekend. It'll be good. Incredible that Max is driving today, become a father and all. Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously, thankfully, he doesn't have to go through the pain and suffering of birthing a child, so he is able to do this. But yeah, it sucks he can't be with Kelly, but I'm so fucking happy for Max that he got to spend time with. He got to be there for the birth. Imagine it happened today or tomorrow and he wasn't able to be there. It'd be so sad, man. You see Lewis somehow pulling out Silverstone win. Yeah, I mean, if there's any track he's put in the extra time in the simulator, it is Silverstone and Monza. Because Coda is one of the best tracks on the calendar, arguably one of the best ever in my opinion. Vegas is quite good and Miami can be good. Wait, all three of them have the ability to be really good tracks and really good for Grand Prix with a layout change. You reckon just a layout change would make Miami better? I do think Sector 3 in Miami sucks. That's right. Yeah, Sector 3. This long-ass straight, we're 100% going to get an overtake done into a hard left-hand corner coming off the back of a stupid-ass fucking chicane under a bridge. It's just bad. Excuse me. Imagine if Lily goes karting and goes to F1 and becomes the first female winner or even World Driver Channel. That'd be so cool. I saw people be like, oh, I wish it was a boy because then it could have made it to F1. Like, what? Like, I know we've never had a woman in F1, but like, if there was someone who was going to get a girl to F1, it would be fucking Max Verstappen and Kelly PK. Like, hello? And you saying that is just showing like how you know what I mean? Like, you saying that is what's the word? Is it misogyny or sexist? Like, you saying that is just like, the thing is that a girl isn't in F1 a girl isn't in F1 because a girl isn't not in F1. Yeah. A girl isn't in F1 because they're not good enough. A girl's in F1 because it's just always been a man's sport and there's less girls at a young age and there's more men. So you're just naturally going to have more men. But that will change. That will change everything. Lily racing in Miami before 2041. She'd be 15. I think after P1 you should watch Mr. V's Miami layout. Yeah, I will remind me. So if you're a celebrity and you offer to go to Spa, Zandvoort, or Miami, you're picking Miami. Yeah, exactly. People forget that Formula One's a business and it's a show, you know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you, right? Like, this is the thing. You compare this example. That's actually a great example, Will. If you compare this example of Miami versus Zandvoort and Spa to any other Grand Prix, any other sport, no one would complain, right? Let's imagine the Champions League, right, had the choice of going to America, or what's a country that, like, let's go Saudi, right? Let's imagine that the Champions League final had the choice of going to Saudi Arabia in an amazing stadium, really expensive stadium with 80,000 people, versus going to Crystal Palace's home ground. I'm 90. That's maybe a bad example because people just fucking hate on Saudi. But like, arguably, everyone would be like, okay, let's go to Saudi. But when it happens in Formula One, it's like, yeah, let's go to the tracks which generate less money. I don't know. It's at the end of the day, it's people can't understand Formula One as a business. And don't get me wrong, like, there is a point where we cross that line and we go too hard. They go too hard on the business and they go too hard on ruining the sport to go for business. But I don't think Miami is bad. To be fair, I think it's a bad decision to keep Miami on the calendar for 15 years, in my opinion. But again, I would still argue Miami's better than Zandvoort. The dirty air is making so many good tracks bad lately, so frustrating. That too. Kara from YouTube to say we have had a woman in F1, and it goes to show why we need F1 Academy and good promo for not BS some F1, not the BS some F1 concurrents and the fans spew out. Wait, it goes to show why we need F1 Academy and good promo for not the BS some F1. Wait, what do you mean F1 creators? You know about? Are you saying me? Because I'm an F1 content creator, or are you just saying other F1 content creators? But no, you're right, Emerald. Yeah, there obviously has been a woman in Formula 1 before, and I think a lot of people do forget that, including me sometimes. Who do you think is going to win this weekend? I think Lando would do it, to be honest. I think he would want to redeem himself, and I think he obviously likes this track. He won here last year. No, other F1 creators are so negative about it. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, because I was going to say, like, I've been watching F1 Academy on stream. I know all the I've learned all the drivers' names. I think F1 Academy has been great for Formula 1. Yes, it's a marketing gimmick, if you want to call it that, but there's more to it than a marketing gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, F1 Academy runs at a loss. They're not running F1 Academy to make money. They're running F1 Academy to promote women and doing the right thing. And that's what I think. Sometimes companies need to do is for the greater good of humanity and the greater good of the sport and long term. F1 Academy is great, but some people are very misogynistic, will look at F1 Academy and be like, it's all a marketing gimmick. Why would they lose money? Why would they lose money to run an F1 Academy if it was a marketing gimmick? They're not doing it for marketing. They're doing it to genuinely do a good cause, which is to promote women, have little girls at home watch and be like, I want to be a kart. I want to be an F1 racer one day because these girls did it. And to help build up the talent. And yet people still saying about that's a marketing gimmick. Okay. I think it's amazing. And then people will also be like, yeah, but then they make every F1 team forced to have a team, and then they include them in the F1 videos. It's great. It's great. There's more things to talk about, more things to watch. It's great. First, I didn't understand, but then 2 weeks after I did. I see MBS just taking Formula Academy away because he's MBS. The Sainsbury's next door to Palace Stadium in the whole of Southeast London might have something to say about Palace hosting the Champions League final. Yeah, to be fair, maybe Crystal Palace actually has a good stadium. I just pulled something out my ass. Maybe Ipswich Town. 100% agreed. Also, did you see the Enchante is sponsoring the VCARB F1 Academy team and drive for 2 years? Wait, really? If that's not been linked in Discord yet, can someone link that? I really want to have a look at that. That sounds fucking sick. I love that. Shout out Daniel. Shout out Daniel. If you don't know Daniel's merch slash... Is it just his merch or is it the wine as well? Surely he's not sponsoring... Oh, either way. Sponsoring... Daniel's company sponsoring F1 Academy team. That's great. And that's the perfect sponsor, man, because I would argue, I'd probably say 70% of Daniel Ricciardo's merch is probably women. He's got a lot of women fans. The clothing and the promotion is very much marketed towards girls, I would say. So then sponsoring F1 Academy makes so much sense. If you're on a football stadium example, then Bournemouth. Who do you think is going to win the sprint race? Honestly, it depends. I don't know. Wow, Williams look good at the moment. I mean, they are on the softs. It's fan link, but still no. Thank you, thank you. If it's not on Discord yet, can someone chuck in the Discord? We'll have a scroll through Discord, all the news after this session is done. Opinion on the Madrid circuit. I'll wait and see. Because everyone's shouting Jeddah, and it was a goated track. Everyone shouting Vegas, great track. Everyone shouting Miami, fair enough, shit track. But we're 2 from 3 for F1 tracks at the moment. So, sorry, from most recent F1 tracks. So, I'm not going to judge it till we actually see it. It doesn't look great, but I can say the name's dog shit. Is it Madring or Madring? Like, is it meant to be like Madrid, but Madring? Or is it Madring? Because if it's called the Madring, that's dumb. Because you don't pronounce Madrid, mad. It's not pronounced Madrid. It's pronounced Madrid. So why is it Madring? It's just dumb. Musa, David the Volop. Like Madrid ring. So it's meant to pronounce Madring. It just doesn't roll off the tongue, does it? Like Red Bull ring. They should have called it Meringue. Or Madrid. Madring. 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 Wait, that's how you pronounce it. Well, I'm done. My drink. Williams 1-2. Is this a 96? It might be. Max, birthing a child one day. Going up to pole. Up to the top position the next day. P1. Oh, come on, please. Max topping the session is just Max things. Max topping the session after having a late night. Probably still jet lagged. It'd be so funny. Probably sim racing on the PJ. That is a false. That is not true. He does not have a private a sim rig on his private jet. That was fake news. There were 80,000 people stalking Verstappen's airplane on Flight Radar 24. That's crazy. Yeah, Oscar's going purple wheel. I mean, it's the cloud up to the top now. Yeah, it's rare for McLaren not to be topping a session at the end. Do you think Lewis Hamilton win the sprint? No. Alright, PS up to the top, 3/10. I mean, as always, McLaren always going to be favourites until proven otherwise. I can see Merc winning the sprint. They seem up there, and it's been between them and McLaren for the win. Yeah, true. But they're also not good in the heat, so... Well, there's P3 and P4. What the hell have I just tuned into? Yeah, they are on softs. Well, I mean, yeah, now these guys are coming in on softs, so... But 4/10, 3/10 up on Hadge is good. Is Ponden 25 seconds ahead of anyone else? If I'm ahead, you can hop over to YouTube stream and then pause. But yeah, Twitch obviously you don't have the privilege of being able to pause. But if I'm not going to be 25 seconds ahead of everyone, that would be impossible. So you're probably just 25 seconds delayed. Hot take: Lewis won't win another race or sprint this season. Oof. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised with his current form and the current way the Ferrari is. I just don't know what happened in China for that to all click. Who do you think is going to replace Verstappen if he leaves Red Bull? Honestly, I have no fucking clue. I think it'll just end up being Hadra and Yuki. Hadra and Yuki, to be honest. Or Liam and Yuki if Liam ends up dicking down Hadra for the rest of the season. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, Ollie in the wall. No. You can't be crashing in practices, man, like this. What's this? Second or third crash? This is third crash in practice, right? Wait, he spun round. Oh, well, that's FP1 done. Yeah, it's not a bad crash. It's just I think a little bit of suspension damage. Wait, is this a second or third crash in practice? Yeah, it's just suspension on the rail. He's okay. I'm going to assume he spun round and then hit the wall backwards. Arvid to Red Bull. Would that be a shout, to be honest? Yeah, he's not going to miss out on practice time, which is good. But still, another crash in practice is not good. 2 in Australia, 1 here. Oh, I forgot he's had 2 in Australia, didn't he? Yeah. And then Ocon... Wasn't it Ocon crashed last week in practice or something? Bro saying Liam is dominating Hadja. Open your ears, man. Open your ears. That's not what I said. Wow, that was such a slow spin. That was such a slow spin. Oof. Yeah, that's frustrating. That honestly seemed like a little mistake that just turned into like a like I think it was one of those situations where like anyone would have lost the car there, lost the car in that would have lost the car in that situation. It just happened to slide out into the wall, which was annoying. But no, Diego, I didn't say Liam is dominating Hadja. I said maybe Liam will go back to Red Bull if he dominates Hadja. Yeah, it's minimal damage. Suspension is hard to replace depending on how much the suspension's broken down the shaft. I mean, I'm not good when it comes to cars, but my assumption is you have to go inside the car and take the suspension out. But I think it's pretty replaceable if it's yeah. When race watch along with Lucas Sam on the couch? Probably never, to be honest. I think you'd probably say the same thing as well. Like I've been doing watch alongs for 6 seasons on my stream. Time is still going with red flag. Yeah, they don't pause timers in practice. Yeah, I've been doing watch alongs for 6 years, and people come to my stream knowing it's just me, and I'm gonna read chat and I'm gonna react. So I think doing watch alongs with other people would just probably deter people from watching, just knowing like, oh well, they might not like the guest I'm with, or they might not like that I don't read chat because I'm talking to a guest instead, and blah blah. And you know, it's just I way prefer just doing things myself, and yeah. Yeah, I think there'll be FP1 done. There's only a minute. Yeah, there you go. But they're hoping that maybe it'll get cleaned up in time to... Oh! They're hoping it'll get cleaned up in time so they can come out and do their practice starts. Oh, Isaac Hadja has a special helmet as well. Did he post it on socials? I don't remember seeing that. I wonder if he makes sprint qualifying. I would say probably, but Miami has terrible transportation mid-session. Remember last year over the Claire. True. I forgot about that. He should be okay, though. Alright, let's see if the session restarts for some practice starts. Otherwise, no practice starts for them. Musan and Mr. Burgundy, thank you guys for the follows. Alright, guys, well, either way, we're close to ending, or we are basically ending FP1 here. So if you enjoyed the session, be sure to follow down below. Join me later on today for sprint qualifying. We do watch alongs like this for every Grand Prix weekend, for every single session. So, yeah. We're going to be staying live, though. So if you're on TikTok or YouTube, come over to the Twitch stream. We're going to be staying live to watch, to talk about everything that's happening in the F1 world. I'm going to finish off my F1 manager race. And then it'll be sprint qualifying time. There's a sprint here, there's a sprint here last year, wasn't there? Anyway, I've scrolled through Discord as well. Would be fun to have maybe a post-watch-along chat with other creators to talk about the race, maybe. Yeah, I'd like to do something like that. One thing I wanted to do in the past was FP2s, have a guest on for FP2. because obviously FP1 you talk about everything, and then kind of FP2 it's kind of you run out of things to talk about. So then have a guest on for FP2, and then you can talk about some different things and like have some different people on. I've just never really like organized that or done that yet, but maybe one day. Fantasy, no, fantasy locks after sprint qualifying. Oh, sorry, before the sprint. So we'll do our fantasy team tomorrow. Hot take, quality is more exciting than races this season. Yeah, 100%. It annoys me when people say, oh, the race is boring. And then I'm like, did you watch qualifying? And they're like, no. It's like, well, you're like, you know what I mean? It's like the two best, the way I see it is like the two best teams in a tournament playing in the semi or the quarterfinals and then complaining in the grand final was a domination. And it was like, if you used your brain, you could have predicted that the quarterfinal was going to be a good match. And like people still, you know, we've seen qualifyings, amazing qualifyings for years and years and years, and people still choose to not watch qualifying, just watch the race and then complain about it. And it's just like, what are you doing? All right, are they going to come out? Nope, they're getting out of the car. All right, guys, that's FP1 done. So Piastri tops the session, 127.1. Declare P2, 127.4. Max, after just becoming a dad, 127.5. Then we've got Sainz and Albon. Williams are looking good. P4, P5. Then Hadja, P6. Russell, P7. Sonoda, P8. Andelli, P9. And Alonso, P10. Liam, P11. Lando, P12. Lewis, P13. Hulkenberg, P14. Bordelais, P15. Haas, Behrman, P16. Gasly, P17. Ocon, P18. Doohan, P19. And Stroll, P20. Interesting. Okay, so takeaways from this session. Alpine don't look good. Haas don't look good. Stroll looks poo. Williams look best of the rest. VCub second best of the rest. And McLaren are the favorites. I mean, it's so hard, man. It's so hard. At the end of the day, this is why they make... F1 Fantasy open up after... sprint qualifying, because it would be so hard to do your team just from a practice session. So, yo, it's Guido. Haas didn't get a flying lap though. Yeah, true. Sprint quality will be interesting. Is there a few on laps from Ollie Crash? Yeah, we're not gonna have a clear picture. I mean, sprint qualifyings and sprints are always banging anyway because people just don't have their setup ready. So some teams, like the best team of what should be the best team of the weekend, sometimes isn't the best because they just don't get their setup right for sprint qualifying and sprint. And vice versa. Some teams get their setup straight away and they really capitalize on the sprint qualifying and the sprint. When are you becoming a dad? I don't know. Probably not till I'm 30. I genuinely can't see myself having a kid till I'm 30. Like I'm 24 this year. In 6 years, I'd have to find a girlfriend, have money, get a house, not have none. It'll be 30. I feel that's the norm now, though. I feel it's getting later. Unless you're cracked out. Did that because sprint quality isn't a scoring picture in fantasy. I mean, they could change it, but yeah. I mean, yeah, you never know. I'm not going to be like, nope, not happening until I'm 30, but like, that's my guess. All right, guys, that wraps up FP1. Thank you all for tuning in. That was honestly, that went so quick. I can't believe how quick that session went by. But yeah, if you enjoyed, hit the follow button down below. We do watch-alongs for every single session. Thankfully, there's only one practice session this weekend, so we can get into all the other good sessions. Starting on later today with sprint qualifying. If you're over on TikTok or YouTube right now, come over to the Twitch stream. We're going to be staying live. We're going to have a look through Discord, all the news. We're going to open up F1 Manager and finish off our race. We've got some videos to watch leading on up to the sprint qualifying. So be sure to come on over. But yeah, YouTube gang, I'll see you guys later. See you guys later for sprint qualifying. Goodbye.